Even if there is a purpose for life, and perhaps for human life specifically, how do we know what that purpose, meaning, and value is? Well, if we were to look at all the religions in the world, they all, with one exception, follow a pattern. And the pattern is that begins with an individual or a small group of individuals who begins to promote a set of teachings, and these teachings become embraced eventually by a group of people, and it eventually evolves into what we might call a religion. So the pattern is the founder of that religion produces a set of teachings which in self evolve into a religion. But there's one exception to this that's unique in human history. There is one religion that began thousands of years before its founder and central figure showed up in history. And I'm speaking specifically about Christianity. In the first century, it became known as Christianity, but if you're familiar with the Bible, there's actually an Old Testament part of that all scholars agree was written prior to the time of Christ. And for thousands of years, there were these prophecies of this Messiah, or this Christ, who would be God himself, born as a boy, comes from Bethlehem, but has existed from timeless eternity. God himself would one day be sold for 30 pieces of silver. His hands and feet would be pierced. His garments would be, they'd cast lots for it, and so on and so forth. There were all these prophecies about this Messiah that existed before the time of Christ. And then Christ showed up. He was born and made some remarkable claims. One of his claims is that he was God, and not just any kind of God, but the one whose name is I Am.